Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I am from OML Embroidery, and joining me today for this fun sew along is Lynn.
Hello.
And Lynn has some great news. We'll tell you that in a second. And over there on the computer is, what's his name? What's his face? That one, Don. Yes, of course. The big news for Lynn is that this morning we found her an embroidery machine. So, yay! It's an older one, it's used, and a 5x7 hoop is the largest, which is perfect for Lynn to get started on. And it was well within her budget. I did some good shopping on that one. Yes, I'm pretty happy with that. So, that being said, Lynn's going to have to get started. Now you can bring your machine over and we can do beginner embroidery lessons.
Yes.
Actually, that's a fantastic idea. Yeah, you could, because it's very portable. You can just bring it over. We'll throw a camera on it and we'll work through what you have to do. That would help out beginners a whole lot. What do you guys think? Would that help out a lot? I think that would be awesome. So,
machine, but now we're going to use you for it.
well, yeah. Anyone have a problem with that?
No.
Hot tamales, hot tamales. That's all I'm saying. So, today, I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did on this one, except in my software, I use PE Design 11, which has a whole bunch of really cool backgrounds. So I changed the quilting background. This is a meandering stipple stitch, and I changed it to something because it doesn't really show up. I mean, it does. It makes it blingy, but I thought, hey, I'll try something different. And on the computer, it looks fantastic. And we're going to have to see what it looks like on the background. So hopefully it's cool. I decided for this one, I'm going to use the same colors for the bow and for the bell. I'm not going to play chicken, but I'm really hoping this fits. The bell, I have no idea. It was just a scrap, and I said, that'll do. Why not? Why not? So, without further ado, let's go over to McDreamy.
Dreamy's up.
McDreamy is up. So I am going to start using my magnetic hoops a little bit more. Wow, are they easy. Do you know what a magnetic hoop is?
No, I don't.
Okay, so McDreamy recognizes it. So this part is exactly the same. So he knows it's the 8x8 frame.
Okay.
And instead of having the two parts of the hoop that you have to push and, turn,
right,
they're magnetically sealed together.
On all four sides?
The whole thing.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing. So hooping is just basically, they're called snap hoops. They just go snap. And
Perfect.
it's, I'll show you when we're done, and I take it apart. And so you can hoop thick things, you can hoop towels. It's just really nice. Really nice.
Nice.
So I have not put googly eyes on this one, my bad. And let's get started. So I'm going to, just because I'm lazy today, I'm just going to leave in my precious gold thread the whole time because that's what I did last time. Normally use, like a white for the background, but I want you guys to be able to see it well enough. Also, I changed my bobbin so I have a full bobbin. Yay! Yay! So the first stitch is, Lynn?
Placement.
Placement. See? Getting this.
I know this.
I think it would be really fun for you to do some videos. Not necessarily live. We don't have to do them
that's
live.
Okay.
You're getting used to.
I'm used to it.
Might as well jump in. But show you how to get started, how to hoop, how to do... What was that rattling noise? I don't think it's McDreamy.
No, I
Did
think
you
it's
hear
something
it?
rattled over
No,
here.
and it suddenly stopped.
Nope.
Well, we had a little thing yesterday with Mr. McDreamy. We were talking about other machines that we're not going to mention.
Sandy's asking where Bjorn is.
Oh, he's here with the, he's right here. No problem. With the 8x8 hoop, I have to move him because he gets squished, and he told me he didn't like it too much. So, yeah, I don't want him to interfere with the arm. So, fabric, batting, not fabric, down, and let's stitch it down. Did we come undone? So we had an incident while we were stitching out the dime door that he was just stitching along, and he broke the needle.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. There was no reason for it or anything like that. It wasn't, you know, something dramatic. Nothing got stuck or anything like that. It was like, wow, just kind of makes a bang, and I'm like, oh. So he just broke a needle. I don't know what it was for. Why'd you do that, McDreamy? Why?
He's allowed to have a bad day every now and again.
I guess so. That's okay. He probably needed new needle anyways.
And it's an easy fix.
Yeah. I make Dawn do it. Why, you ask? So I don't have to have my chubby fingers in the screen.
Put my big mitts.
We could put his big paws in there. It's a little more reasonable, I think. Okay, so this has stitched down quite nicely. Dawn, can we go back to the desk, please?
This is up.
Because we are going to cut this out. Now, the frames, they're a little bit heavier. You don't have to worry about damaging your machine. It used to be that way, so you don't have to worry about it. However, I wouldn't put your, phone on it or something like that. Otherwise, I don't worry, but your machine's safe. A lot of people don't buy these because they think it's going to wreck their machine, but it doesn't, so don't even worry about it. Eileen Roche, when she does quilting, see, this is where it's really handy because you keep this part hooked in and you just take off the top, move your fabric down, and plunk it back down. But she puts it up and over where the thread is and just lets it hang there and then brings it back down. So, yeah, it just doesn't wreck your machine. Look at how pretty that gold is.
I know.
It's so pretty. I'm sorry to waste a little bit, but I really love these designs. There have been people in the group that have done a few, and oh my goodness, they're elegant and gorgeous and bright colors and special fabric. They're really beautiful.
I've seen a few. I haven't seen them all.
There's quite a few. There'll be more now. So I'm just going to add the top fabric. Then, of course, our next thing is we're going to stitch it down, make sure we're good. Dawn, back to my brother Dream Machine, also known as McDreamy.
Dreamy's up.
Thank you. So we're going to stitch this down. And then we should be going straight into the stitches, the background quilting stitches that I changed. So hopefully they look good. Don't put your fingers anywhere inside the hoop, Lynn. Don't do what I do. That's the first thing I tell people. It's also the first thing I do.
Right.
But I have one of these things. It's a stiletto for sewing. And that's what I should be using to smooth it out, but I don't. No. Do as I say, not as I do. I do it and then I say don't do it.
Yes.
I guess that's kind of funny. Bjorn's watching today. I don't think he'll interfere. Yeah, he is. I put him back, but now I have to move him again. I like to keep him nearby. I need to take a picture of my bobbin graveyard.
Yes.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Well, I don't want to throw them out, but I don't want to use them for the lives either. Okay, you ready for this design? The background design?
Yes.
I am starting to learn quilting. I guess this is because the other machine, the bright one,
Yes.
can do it. McDreamy can do it too. It's just a few more steps to get it done. Any machine can do it. background quilting for different things. Always remember the needle goes up and down the same way. It's just the bells and whistles that
Right.
you're paying for. So if you don't align, you know, a whole bunch of designs all the time, then you don't need that bell and whistle of the projector. I just kind of want to check it out because it's technology. So I kind of picked a swirly kind of design on it. And I thought it's like the built-in ones in PE Design 11, which, by the way, are the same as what's on the Luminaire. I think all of them are there. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check that out. But I just thought, hey, change it up a little bit. It took me forever to figure out how to delete the background because I couldn't get it to delete. And I was like, I am just determined. So I read the entire manual and went, oh, okay, now I know.
Now you know.
Hopefully, because I had to work so hard for it, I will never forget it again. See, look at, ooh, I like.
That one shows up more than last week's.
Yeah. I like last week's,
Yes.
the meandering. There's a lot of stitches in there, but this one is,
'Cause you can see the heart, the upside down heart.
yeah. I don't know if it's going to be too much with this very busy background, but I thought, you know, think outside the box,
Yes.
experiment a little bit. I love the swirly designs. Feathers are probably my favorite. I think I might start designing quilt blocks too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal, just to have fun. Before we start, I want to know how incredibly awesome all your designs look. Yay, there's some wonderful talent here. Yeah, you know what? It's true. People are really, really coming together and, you know, making new combinations and making the designs awesome. I think Eileen Roche is really going to be giggling when she sees all of the doors, the dime doors that we did. They're so beautiful. Dawn did some little tiny extras. You did an owl. What else did you do, Dawn? An owl.
Owl, a set of 3 flowers, watering can, and a lantern.
Oh, I should have put a lantern in. Yeah, I was gonna put some lettering on mine. I still can, but I made a bat gnome, so and a little gnome,
Oh,
a
okay.
little itty bitty tiny micro gnome.
Family to the gnome.
Yeah,
Okay.
cute. A gnome family. A gnome family. Oh, I am a little behind in the conversation here. My goodness.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Okay, so it didn't scroll. There we go. So, what are we talking about? I wish I would have changed the quilt stitch. The tight wave. Yeah, I know, Linda. I know. I just wanted to see. Candace, I wish I knew how to change the background from the meandering. Well, I did it in PE Design 11, and it was just 2 clicks to do it. If you can digitize, you can do it. The main thing is you gotta leave space around for your design. That makes it look better. This is quite involved, but it's rather pretty.
It's very pretty.
I think I might like it better than the meandering. With this background, is PE Design expensive? You know, I've had it for so long, I have no idea. A lot of people get it with new machines. It comes with multi-needle machines too. I'm not really sure. Again, prices are completely different in Canada, so I'm not much of a help on it. So yeah, I like it. It has its purposes. Of course, everyone always asks me, what software do you use to digitize? My first answer is all of them, because they all do something special that the other software doesn't do. So for production in our business, and anything really complicated, I am super comfy in E4 because that's what we use all the time. Wilcom E4. Let's see, Embrilliance I use because of course it goes natively on a Mac, and it does the AccuQuilt shapes, so I do use it quite a bit for that. It has the built-in shapes in embroidery, so you don't have to figure out how to digitize them.
Okay.
So I use Embrilliance for that for sure, and of course the knockdown stitch. You guys all know that I use the Perfect Embroidery Professional for our cutesy designs because it has a lot of extras, the micro lettering, the quilt stuff. I have all the add-ons for it, so it's just like everything. So I do use that one. And PE Design 11 works really well with McDreamy, so I will set up like a really complicated design and change all the colors at the computer, and they match up to the machine. I can also do cut work with Ragnar has, you take out 4 needles and you put in cutting knives, so you can program it to like cut out a shape for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool, actually. That was an add-on to the machine. It came with it. In digitizing class, it would be helpful to learn how to make these blocks. It was an awesome project. Well, yeah, there's a lot to it to make the blocks, like to design them. This is an Anita Goodesign, so I won't be copying it or anything like that. Right now, I did a scarecrow last week. Not sure what this week is going to be. Do you know where to buy one in Canada? I'm in Chilliwack and have been wanting to get one for my Baby Lock Destiny. Is the Destiny equivalent to McDreamy? Cool. I'm getting Embrilliance. Oh, Judy Quilt. Yeah, Judy Quilt is taking the leap and getting digitizing software.
Oh, good for you.
And she's getting Stitch Artist, which is fantastic. I'm excited for you. You will like Embrilliance, like I said, I do, especially for the AccuQuilt of it all. It's just delightful. So easy to make a design. So, love the scarecrow, yes. Karina, thank you. Beautiful stitching. Yeah, I think
it's gorgeous.
It's amazing changing it, how much better it shows up on this busy fabric. That's kind of what I was going for, because this has a variant of colors. You can see it. You can actually see it on my iPad. You can see it, but it's very subtle. And if you compare what we're doing now to what we did the other day, you see how the stippling, I like it, but it doesn't do anything. I mean, it's good, but it doesn't do what I want exactly. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. What?
You see J.L. Thompson's question? I think she's asking about the magnetic hoops
Oh,
in Canada.
try Amazon.ca. That's where I bought mine, and the price is equivalent. So there's a few of them on there. Of course, you don't have the selection, but that's the only place I've seen them. We don't seem to have too many dime dealers in Canada. But if I can't find it, I just make a big order from Dime and just get all the stuff that I want. I would like a 5x7 hoop for McDreamy, and then the biggest one. I actually thought I had the biggest one for McDreamy, not the biggest one of all, because that's the other machine. I have the 6x10 and 7x12, and it goes bigger than that. I think it goes 9.5x14. So that's a huge hoop.
I'd say.
But if you were doing quilting on a finished quilt, which is what I'm going for, you kind of need that hoop. You
Okay.
can do way more things in it and placement.
See, I noticed when you put last week's up to what you're doing today, what you're doing today, it's like the swirls are going to the right, and these ones, the swirls are going
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's all kind of mixed up. And it's amazing by changing one element, and I don't mean to, change, I didn't resize anything. You can't resize stitch designs, but changing the background makes a big difference on it. I think this is going to look even more elegant than the first one. And you know what? I can do a different one for next week and see how that one works out. So this might be the only problem. I forgot to change that. It's going to do it doesn't go all the way out to the stitch line, but it should look okay. I really like it. Yeah, it does a line on the outside. I didn't say I had it perfectly figured out, so and actually find a comparison website, or better yet, a video. See, people are particular about their embroidery software. So, for example, in Canada, I think the full suite of E4 will run you $15,000 or so, something like that, with all the elements. And so if you ask someone who has that software, they love it because they paid so much money for it that it's a business, it's a production thing. It literally does everything manually. Whereas something like Hatch, which is made by the same company, it's the same powerful stitch engine that runs it. It has less options because some of the options, if you don't understand them, you won't use them.
Right.
And Hatch has everything, like you have 2 choices instead of 22.
Even better.
Yeah. And it's easier, a little bit user-friendly. What I say, people email me all the time. I don't always get to answer them, but they email me all the time and they say, which do you like better, Hatch or E4? And in my mind, I say, if you have to ask, then Hatch. Because we knew we needed E4 for our production and, advanced. I wouldn't have started with E4 at all. So that's, I use Floriani FTCU, which is incredibly similar to the Perfect Embroidery Professional. So awesome. Hatch is awesome, yes. I looked for node mode in Hatch for an hour until I realized it was a Sue thing. Sorry. Sorry.
Way to go, Sue.
I'm sorry. Hashtag sorry. Yeah, sorry. That's me, node mode. I get amused easily. Alright, so we're going to start with the applique. The bottom part. What's the bottom part of a bell called? I had it in my brain cell.
The ding dong?
The dingle. The ding dong. You too! Oh my god, get out! Did you just high five each other? What the heck? You guys are hilarious. What the heck? The cloche? I don't remember what it's called. I don't think I have enough fabric for this looking at it. Clapper, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Cloche is a bell. Alright, well.
Must be just our name then, Dawn.
I like it.
Ding-a-ling, ding-dong. You guys are ding-dongs. What the heck? What the heck? I don't know if they can hear me. Talklin.
Yeah.
Talklin.
Put that on the spot.
Yeah, well, I don't have enough
She does it to me
fabric.
too, so
Well,
it's your turn now.
what does everybody else have a name for it? They said Clapper. What, does everybody have the same name except Dawn and I?
Yes. I said...
Apparently we're the only weird.
I think you guys...
okay.
You guys win, though, because I said the French word for a bell. So I think yours is better than mine. I kind of lost there. So, okay, I'm just placing the fabric. I had to rush off there and cut a little bit more because I
Don't want to play applique chicken today?
don't want to play applique
No?
chicken, and I didn't really look at the pattern, although, I stared at it yesterday to try to figure out how to change the backing, but apparently I didn't pay attention to my applique levels. So, bad me. Or lengths, I guess. I just got to make sure you don't want to get the selvage in there. What's going on, Don? Don's laughing.
Oh, the Norseman. He's playing another song.
Oh,
Da,
no.
da, da, dingling, da,
Dingling. Well, you don't blame him
Well,
for singing
We didn't call
dingling.
it the dingling.
He's always making up his own songs.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Awesome.
Sorry. Oops, concentrate, focus. The dingling made me forget to hook my hoop in. Are we going to be okay, McDreamy, with this? This is kind of pieced together. I'm going to put my hoop up, my needle up. Let's see. I'm living on the edge here. Is it going to start with the bottom? Because that shouldn't be starting there. What are you starting on? It's right here, not there. Okay, well, let's see what happens. I'll know within a few stitches. Because this line here is the outline
Yeah.
of the quilting stitches, and the circle in here is the applique, so I don't know why it wants to start there. So, let's hope I don't totally mess it up. So,
Oh.
okay, that's why I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the heck that was for. So, yeah. Okay, that was a weird little stitch. It was 2 stitches and then a jump stitch. So, my bad, I was worrying over nothing. So hopefully I get this right. And then I can see if I have enough fabric for the bell. I might have to rush off in dramatic fashion and cut some more because it's Sunday, I guess. My goodness. 147 viewers. Woo!
Yay.
Do you know what? Does anyone know what our world record is
I do,
for
I do.
people in live?
I had to look it up, but I do.
534.
Yep. Well,
521.
It was
pretty close. Pretty close, Lynn. So, what not to do with applique is what I just did, but I think I can fix it. I checked ever so carefully that one, and guess what? I didn't check that one.
Did you boo-boo?
I boo-booed. I boo-booed. Could we go back to the desk and I'll show you how I boo-booed?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Desk is up.
So, not a huge deal. So, this is over that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
it's not perfect. I can tell that I have fabric under it, so I'm just going to cut it out.
Easy fix.
Cut it out.
There's a couple of people asking, did we hear what kind of machine Lynn is getting?
Oh, no, she has it. It's sitting right here. Dawn went and checked it out and picked it up for this morning. It's a Brother DX. What's the number, Dawn?
DZ820E.
DZ, or Z as the Americans say, 820E. And Lynn, did you decide on a name for your guy?
Well, I really haven't decided yet,
What you thinking about it?
but you had the good idea of naming him Mickey.
Mickey.
Mickey,
Mickey.
because I really love Mickey Mouse.
That's a good idea.
I thought that would be memorable,
Yes.
but of course you can name him whatever kind of brother name that you want. Name him your brother's name.
So
Maybe not.
I think we'll go with Mickey.
Mickey. So, Brother Mickey. I named my first machine Harry. Because I thought in my little mind that Harry brother was funny. And then I got Barry Barradon. And then
Okay.
we got Perry. And who else we got? Terry? Perry? Larry?
Larry, well, we sold Larry.
Yeah, we had to sell Larry.
How did you come up with Ragnar?
Oh, because he has a lot of bells and whistles, and he is better than any of Don's machines. So I named
At
him.
the time until we got Terry after.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so I gave him a powerful, strong, yet perhaps mythical name, just for fun. I was gonna go for Thor. I thought that would be cool. But then again, Thor's the god of thunder, so I didn't want the machine sounding like thunder.
No.
So, just Ragnar.
Norseman says you should name him Naughty.
Naughty.
Ooh.
Loki? Naughty.
Naughty.
Noddy. Naughty.
Why naughty?
I don't know. Why Norseman? Why?
Why, Norseman? Tell us how your brain works.
It might scare us.
Yeah, not in too many details, but
Do you know what we should call him?
what?
Hot tamale.
Hot tamale!
I think I saw that in there. I think somebody said that. Too.
Oh, really?
Hot tamale. You know?
Or cinnamon.
Oh, yeah, either one. Oh, that's hilarious. You should have known you'd get lots of help in naming your new machine, Lynn.
Yes.
Shannon Margaret says tamale. I think she's saying tamales. Yeah.
Tamales. We could make some decorations for it too, Lynn.
I'll have to go through all the comments and see what everybody says.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sorry, is my head in the way? There we go. Okay. The fierce trimming. I don't know what anyone was talking about that I made a mistake.
What mistake?
Yeah, because I fixed it. That is not what you do. Back to the machine, please. Ow, I knew I would hurt my thumb.
McDreamy's up, but you're not there.
I know, I'm getting there. Jeez, you're never that fast, man.
I was on the ball.
So I'm just going to check something and see. Yeah, it should work. I didn't check very well. So now we're going to do the satin stitches and cover up my rushed and slightly untidy trimming. It looks beautiful though. I really like the swirlies. I'm really happy with that. In the background.
I like that stitch because you can see it.
Yeah.
Like even on the iPad you
really see it stand out.
Because you can't really see.
No, you can
I
see
think
that
maybe
it's
because it's all close together.
yeah, it's mini
If you put
meandering.
it on just regular solid black, solid color.
Yes, of which I have Nina Ballerina. Sue is napping. I'm not napping. I was moving. Just maybe not fast enough for Don's liking. Any other time, Don's slower because he's
Yeah, you're right.
he's listening to the replay.
I'm
So
always 10 plus seconds behind.
at least, actually, yesterday the delay was incredible. It was like, oh,
You know, it's funny when I'm listening on a Saturday or even the replay, when I hear one of you dump the hot tamales in the jar.
yeah.
It's like, where's the hot tamales? Because I can hear it, but I can't see it yet. Going,
That's kind of funny, isn't it? By the way, if you guys were watching, brilliant connection stitches there from the clapper to the bow. I love it.
the clapper. I don't like the clapper.
No clapper?
The ding dong.
The ding dong.
Well, what does a bell do? Ding dong.
Quiltnut is asking if Mom is here. Is Mom here? Mom watching?
Mama Dawn.
Mama Dawn, Mama Brown. I'm not really sure.
Calling her out.
My bow colors changed the same. I got intended ribbon for that. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? You could still make any of these designs like a 3D sort of thing. Ronog! Hi, Ronog! Thank you! We're having a good chat. Ronog comes up with beautiful designs, like fabric and thread combinations.
Yes.
Very good. And so does Lila. Lila had fun with the scarecrow, and she made like little coasters, and she made it on towels. It was really nice. Yeah. Clap on, clap off, the Norseman.
I can't wait to go back and see the dime doors that you guys all did yesterday, because I was away and I never got a chance to go on and
Now
see.
you can do your own dime door.
Yeah.
You can! You can! Oh, Lynn! Oh my god, that just hit me! Oh my god! You could do the so-longs and actually, like, so long.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I can't do so long on Sunday. I have to be here.
Well, true. Maybe we'll... Oh, no. I was gonna say, maybe we'll use your machine, but I'm doing 8x8, so negative. Oh, there'll be lots we can do. So, I hope you don't mind coming over more.
No, are you kidding me?
Well, we'll just have to swing the mounted camera over. So, that would be cool. Oh, Lila's scarecrow is great. Yeah, she did a great job. Actually, there was... Oh gosh, what was her name, Dawn? I'm having a rough day. I can't remember names. Who did our first digitizing in PEP. And it was pretty good. The scarecrow had a small head, and he was Isabel, of course. I'm sorry, Isabel.
Yeah, she's saving her money for the software.
Yeah. So she went in and did the free trial. He was overstuffed and his head was small, but he was awesome.
He was cool.
Yeah, she did a really good job. And it's nice to see, you know, what size hoop is Lynn's new machine? It is 5x7. There's a 4x4 hoop and a little tiny one that nobody ever uses. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's handy for if you want to do little things on it, but we find we never use the small ones. I don't even have one for McDreamy.
Maybe like a short name on a shirt or something, you might use that small one, but it's rare.
Like a short name like Sue. Anything more than like 4 letters, you have to hoop whatever you're doing on the 4x4, which tends to be difficult. Hatbacks can use those. There's just not a whole lot of room, but little one is cute for patches. Yep. Congratulations, Lynn. Yeah, we're really happy. We're really happy. And, you know, embroidery and being creative and just listening to the machine. I don't know if you know this, but when we have the machines running, both my kids are very much at ease because
it's a soothing sound.
It's a soothing sound. Sam was sleeping. Sam's a nurse, and she was sleeping, and I had Ragnar running, who is quite a bit louder than McDreamy. And I said, "Oh my goodness, I'm sorry if that woke you up." She said, "No, put me back to sleep because I'm so used to the stitching noise." So yeah, it's kind of cool. We just love embroidery. So we're coming along. I'm loving it. That is, I could have, although I'm having difficulties today, I could have cut that a bit better, but these are all nicely set out, the angle.
Yep.
I wish I had done it on the other side, but it doesn't matter. Bows aren't meant to be symmetrical, right?
Quiltnut says congrats, Lynn, and welcome to the money pit.
Perfect.
Yeah, oh, she knows. I briefed her. I briefed her on the whole thing, what she needs to get and how much it is. Nobody said embroidery was cheap, but you will never use a coffee filter on your machine, right?
What's a coffee filter? I don't drink coffee.
Oh, the little thin paper that they put the coffee grip. Okay, because
People still use those?
people use those on their embroidery machines as stabilizer. or paper. If you really need some, come over and I will.
Filter?
Yeah. And plastic wrap, no. People use plastic wrap because it's way cheaper than the water soluble stabilizer. Like there's two kinds. The one that you see me using, I like. It's a fabric-y kind of type, and it dissolves, but you can get ones that are clear plastic.
Okay.
I can't stand it, so I never use it. But people use plastic wrap, and I'm not putting anyone down, to each their own. I don't do any of that, and of course I'm gonna encourage Lynn not to as well. But you do you out there. You guys do you. If you think that's a good idea, that's awesome. Ooh, don't forget the Kingstar thread, Lynn. Yeah, I'm not sharing my Kingstar with you. So
I thought I was your friend.
you are my friend. Maybe you can use it while you're here, but I'm not giving you any.
No.
I'm not.
Shannon Margaret's asking if she can send you a welcome to the club gift.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Send it here?
Sure.
Yeah, send it to me in care of Lynn. That's sweet.
That's nice.
Maybe
Thank
a
you.
card or something like that. We have such a caring group.
Welcome to the family.
It is. We are
it's
a
an
family.
awesome family.
Yeah. I think I've finally found my place in life. I came to this conclusion the other day. I don't fit in anywhere because of my personality and my drive and my ambition, and I act like a kid sometimes.
Don't we all?
And put Batman fabrics for a gnome hat. But I think I finally fit in to this.
It says that your first purchase needs to be Kingstar.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I saved her. She had a certain budget, and we got this machine for quite a bit less, so she can spend that budget and save the rest. So my address is on omlembroidery.com. What?
I just told her to PM me and I was going to give it to her.
Okay, or you can PM Dawn, and either way. I grew up hearing a sawmill. Woo, that would be loud. Woo. So we need to make a list for Lynn of things you need to get and things.
Yes.
I'll start you off with stuff because I have quite a bit of just about everything. Oh, Debbie Mitchell sends me batting. I'm not sure if I'm going to share that either. It's all cut. It's all pre-cut. I don't know. And it's the warm and natural. Oh, so nice. Maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
To get you started for sure. Life's too short to grow up. I agree.
right.
I'm still a big kid.
Yeah, that's why Dawn and I get along, because we're nerds and a big kid.
I was thinking the other day, I was like, you know, I remember my dad when he was my age. I don't think he was as much of a big kid as I am.
No. I kind of brought that out on with you, being with you. Like, we painted one of our closet doors to be a TARDIS. And I love it.
Fun.
I love it. That is,
I want to grow up.
yeah, that's the most fun you could have. And you know, we sent a TARDIS is a phone booth.
Oh.
It's a time machine. I sent
Looks like
a picture. The blue
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is.
didn't know
Police
what a
phone box.
TARDIS was.
Doctor Who. I sent a picture of it to Dawn's mom, and you know what she said to me, Lynn? You know what she said to
What'd
me?
she say?
Don't play in it all day, Sue. I said, well, it's a closet, but then I thought, there's someone who knows me very well.
Yes.
Very well. And people who have, you kind of know this, Lynn.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to say about your chair. Powered chairs, recliners.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the most fun Sue can have, for
no,
sure.
No.
It was hilarious. I called it too, and your parents were a little offended, right?
Sat
Yes.
there and played with it all night.
I did. However, I discovered it had USB ports built in, and they were happy to know that.
Nice.
Isabel, thank you. Awesome. In my little curved Fiskars scissors, trimming applique. It doesn't have a sharp point like my hoop scissors. The only sharp point ones that I ever use are, let's see, these ones. And I keep them right on top of my machine. And this is for, like, if I had to cut this out, this will start it because it is really, really sharp. And most of the time, if you use it, you'll go right through the batting, right through the stabilizer, and you don't want to do that. No. It's kind of crazy to do that. So, okay, this is our last applique, happily. And I don't want to play chicken. So, let me make sure it fits.
I like your quilting stitch you got going on in the background.
Isn't it pretty?
It's gorgeous.
I'm really happy I played around with that. I was a little bit frustrated, but, you know, that happens. I just couldn't remember how to do it because I have so many different embroidery software going through my head.
Yes.
That it's hard to remember. I used to do classes and do the same thing in each software. That was exhausting.
In each software, yeah, it would be.
Like at the same, like I would switch.
Oh,
So this is how you make a circle in Hatch. This is how you make it in.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, I can't accommodate all that.
Wow.
Ooh, thank you, Jill. Thank you, Chris. Hello, Chris, by the way. I didn't say hi to anybody.
You said hi to us.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. So, Dawn, can we go back to the desk? Lynn, would you like to trim?
Desk is up.
Sure.
Okay, so let me just, with these hoops,
Okay.
stuff will move. So you don't want to put your fingers through it. So when you're moving stuff, you don't want to hold it like that either. But I have a sore finger. When you're moving it, it's
Get
like
underneath
this.
it.
Not like this. Underneath just the metal part. See, it's metal at the back?
Okay.
So just the metal part to move it around.
Sharon Dayton's asking where you got the material for your belt. She likes it.
It was part of a set from Blueprint. So I don't know if you can find it again. I've had it for quite a while. I thought it looked Halloween-y, kind of mystical Halloween-y stuff. I just didn't know what to do with it until last week. I was trying to figure out what fabric to use, and I pulled this out, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's going to look bad or really terrible.
It looks really awesome. I'm glad you chose it.
Yeah. I think Lynn and Dawn thought I was completely weird.
Yes.
Yes, Lynn says yes.
I'm sure Mom said she loved it too.
Yes. Are we making something for Mom? You'll have to talk to her
I
about
think you're
that.
in the process already.
Oh, okay. Good, Lynn. I didn't think she'd like the colors, but I think
She said it looks very elegant.
it is very elegant. No rush, Lynn. She's doing a good job. Lynn's doing a
It
good
looks
job.
very awkward standing like that, though.
She could sit down. She stood
I'm
up.
good.
Whatever, is more comfortable for you to do it. Just take your time. If you're, like, freaking out, then let me know. Oh.
It was very close.
Was it? Don removed my drink. That's okay. Whew, it's warm
I'll
in
put it
here.
back after.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Sometimes I need it. See, the hoop isn't too heavy,
No,
is it?
it's not too heavy, but
It's not too bad.
You definitely know it's got some weight to it.
Yeah, which is fine, I think. It's not going anywhere when you're trying to trim. That's what my beloved hoop mat is for, too, to keep the hoop still when you're trimming. If you've ever had a difficult trim and your hoop moves, slides on your desk, yeah, it kind of sucks. Good job.
Okay, I find with short stitches or short cuts work better
For you.
for me
Yep.
than long ones.
Yep.
Because I think I can get
right
Jackie
up to
Cheeks
the
says,
line.
great job, Liz.
Closer to it. There we go.
I think that's your best work yet.
Not too bad.
No, not too bad at all. I tell you what, it's better than what I did, the hack job I
still
did.
see a little.
But that's okay. We're gonna do the
That's
satin
right. We're gonna
stitches.
cover it.
Very nice. See how much you've learned?
Not too bad.
Could we go back to McDreamy, Dawn?
Dreamy's up.
Wow.
Yeah, good for you. So you found your applique groove and duckbill scissors sharp.
Yeah, good job, Liz.
Yeah.
I can see it good now.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. See, you
Yeah,
can do
everybody
this.
says the same. Good job.
Yeah, you can do this,
bad.
man. Like I said the first time you tried, it is something as adults that we don't particularly do unless you're a sewer
Yes.
or an embroiderer.
Yeah, because I watched you have them, and you had them in your middle finger, and I tried that, and I ended up having to switch to my index finger.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, there's lots of options, so whatever works. And tape the corners of the floating fabric to the stabilizer. McDreamy does not like tape of any kind, so I wholeheartedly avoid it. He just doesn't like it. Pretty design. I love your fabric choices. Thank you. I like to step and think outside the embroidery box. So I'll try stuff. Doesn't always work. This one though, I just love it. Now nobody would think of using, I mean, this is kind of black. This is black and gray with, two different shades of gold. You wouldn't think that would look awesome on a Christmas design.
No, but it goes.
It goes. Yep, it goes. And I love the gray. See, what I see when I look at it, this one I see the swirls, but I see the gray and the matching gray, like to me it stands out, and then the gold. So it's gold.
Yes.
And not bright, but I just see the gray.
Linda Robinson's asking what stabilizer you're using.
I am using, and the same stabilizer that I use for all of the blocks, I use mesh, poly mesh, cutaway. Always cutaway.
Okay.
So it's just thin and lovely.
Now, what is the difference between that and I've also heard you use tearaway, cutaway?
That gets a little complicated. That's a specialty one.
Okay.
So the main stabilizers are cutaway, which will not rip.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Tear it away, back of towels, you just tear it out, the rest will wash out. It's almost like paper, but it isn't. And the third type is the wash away.
Okay.
But a lot of, it can get complicated, but it doesn't have to be. So you need basically one of each. I use this a lot. I like it, it's soft. Now Dawn uses cutaway and it's really thick. And if I use that on this, it would be stiff as a board.
Okay.
For sure. I've had the same roll of tearaway for 10 years. I'll share that with you. It's not very expensive, but I have a ton of it. So if you wanted the bell to stand out, you could add more batting under the fabric. Yeah, we learned that yesterday with the dime door. The tree has, it's an old-fashioned thing, it's called trapunto. And they used to do it by hand, but do it differently. So it has 2 layers of batting.
Oh, wow.
So it has some loft to it.
Right.
And what Eileen Roche did, there's stitches to make it look like a tree, but she took a fabric marker and made it darker. Fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic. I kind of did the whole thing opposite. So I did a dark tree with lighter thread on it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it gives it more loft. There's a ton of trapunto designs. So it's basically the negative space. So some parts, it's kind of quilting. Some parts are squished down and some parts are allowed to be higher.
Puffed up?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it looks great. I actually have some Halloween ones. It's a great technique, and I'm gonna try keep expanding on learning techniques. So the dime door was brilliant for that because what a gorgeous effect it had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julie says that the extra batting would look really cool on these two.
Yeah, you could try it. The thing is, it's not set up for it. So
True.
if you're making this rise up a little bit, you have to have it stitched down. Your satin stitches that cover over everything might be a bit short. So it has to be digitized for it.
I do remember Eileen saying that
Yes.
you had to make them quite wide.
Yes, quite wide. So basically you're changing the whole design, and this is a stitch file. So a stitch file is made for stitching. There's different versions of it for the different companies. We're going to use a PES for Brother. So what works on my machine works on your machine, which works on all of Dawn's.
Okay.
So when you create it in the software, you can do all the editing and setup. And for me, that's saved, like every software is different, but it's an EMB file. That's the working file. The machine can't read it.
Okay.
So you have to convert it to a stitch file so you can stitch it.
Okay.
When you convert it over, you lose all of the editing capabilities. So some software can compensate a little bit for it, but basically if it's, huge and you make it small, it still has the same number of stitches.
Oh.
So it would be a rock. Or here in Canada, we call it a hockey puck. So, and you'll break needles and stuff. So in general, I don't suggest doing anything to stitch files. Just stitch it.
Okay.
So when I changed the backing, which is a little bit cheeky, I didn't change the size of anything else. I didn't change the markings, I didn't delete anything, I didn't replace anything. All I did was delete this color and put in my own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing, you can, if you bring something to your machine and it's just a hair over, you can resize it at the machine, but it's only going like a tiny little bit. So, that's fine. Class on stabilizing. Must be a huge role. Yeah, they're talking about my cutaway stabilizer. I just never use it. For business purposes, we don't use tearaway for anything ever. And I've only been doing other stuff. There are almost 600 videos on Embroidery, the YouTube channel. Oh, the Embroiderer's compass from Dime is awesome. Yeah. Have I ever explained that to you?
No.
Alright, I keep it right here. Can we do a picture-in-picture, Don?
For what? Sorry. Oh, you want? Yeah.
Keep them stitching.
I'm not set up for it anymore. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, give them a second because I want to show everyone. This is from Dime, which is Eileen Roche, of course. And it is a big dial of answers. The video froze for a few seconds. Yeah, I know, YouTube had to buffer it. That's fine. Something on there. No, maybe. It's just slightly annoying.
There you go.
We're trying to find a noise. Oh, don't worry. Hopefully they can't hear it. So this is called the Embroiderer's Compass. And the biggest thing about embroidery is to know what stabilizer to use. Because if you use the wrong one, it's not going to look great. It may look great when you take it off of the hoop.
Right.
Once you wash it, there's
Okay.
nothing to stabilize. So stabilizer is the foundation stitching,
Okay.
the foundation of it. So if you wanted to know, let's pick something really weird. If you wanted to know the arrows at the top, so you pick your fabric. If you wanted to know, that's bulky knits. So you just turn the dial to that. So it tells you no show mesh, which is what I'm using, and water soluble topping. So you just put the water soluble on top, or you can do a knockdown stitch and it helps hold the stitches up. So that's the stabilizers you use. So you don't have to guess or go and look it up.
Oh, okay.
Then it tells you what needles you can use, which I'm like, are you kidding me? And then they give you comments. For best results, hoop all layers together. Hoop topping creates a smooth stitching surface. Alternate stabilizer matching the color of polyester organza. So match it. So to me, that is a wealth of information. And it's on both sides. So velvet. I think Don came upstairs and he asked me, what stabilizer do I use for velvet? I'm like, I don't know. How would I know? There's no way I would know that. I don't think I've stitched it. So I handed him this. So peel and stick with water soluble topping. So peel and stick is, I think it's a tearaway, and it's sticky. It's like upside down tape.
Okay.
So you stick it to it, because if you hoop it, it's going to crush the velvet part down.
That's
So you
great.
just stick it, which is cool. Adhere velvet base to hooped peel and stick. Place a layer of lightweight tearaway between the hoop and the machine table if needed for additional support. Pull away topping after underlay stitching prior to final layer of stitching to avoid need for water removal. So I think this is fantastic, and I literally keep this close to McDreamy. It's hung up right over here on a big googly-eyed clothes peg. Yeah, it's bright colored clothes peg. So it has all of the answers for you. Sweatshirts. I mean, I pretty much know sweatshirts. How about faux fur? What's your guesses? Everyone make a guess. I'm not gonna... Faux fur, what would you do? It's a great confidence booster. It just is. It just is, because you'll do it properly. So faux fur, what would you use on faux fur? Peel and stick for velvet, suede, leather, vinyl. I should have bought it when it was $10. You know what? It's worth it. Cutaway, says Julie. Cutaway on the back and WSS on the front. I never use WSS on the front, by the way, which is water soluble stabilizer. I will do a knockdown stitch or a nap blocking stitch. Same as the velvet. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Joy and Kathy wins that one. Peel and stick to medium or heavyweight soft tearaway plus water soluble on top. Awesome. Awesome.
That's a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
handy.
Yeah, we could play games with it. But it has, like, this is a good one. This is kind of new fabric. Moisture wicking technical fabric. I mean, I don't have
I don't
any
even know what that
idea.
is.
Sports stuff, like workout stuff, jogging stuff that keeps the sweat away from your body.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's kind of particular kind of stuff. What else do we have that's sheer fabric, that's transparent? I thought velvet was interesting. Natural leather. Ooh, natural
I even see
leather.
Spandex.
Yeah. Lycra spandex. Silk, nylon, stiff nylon, lightweight nylon. See, a lot of gauze. Oh my goodness. What would you stitch on gauze? But athletic wear. Yeah, there's tons of different brands of what you can do, but basically it tells you what you need for it. So I think it's a great thing. I think it's handy, especially for things that you don't remember, like velvet. I don't know.
Does anybody still have velvet nowadays?
Yeah, there's the this one. Someone in the group did it with velvet.
Oh.
Beautiful. This
Back
one,
and look.
yeah. I can't remember. I don't remember names. That's one. I can remember embroidery designs from 15 years ago,
Yep.
but I don't remember people's names. It's just a fault in my memory. It's kind of strange, but there it is. I've learned to live with it. So I stitched on tulle for the first time yesterday. All right, Karina. Karina was very proud of herself. She did a 17-minute long stitch, and there was no jump stitches, so something she
Wow.
designed herself.
Good
Yeah,
for you.
she made some good connections. Don, we can go back to the machine.
Okay.
I just wanted to show this. There we go.
Nice.
I like that. That's handy, especially when we're talking about stuff, right? That's cool. And she put it on a shirt today, and it's stunning. So she had skulls and shapes and
Wow.
beautiful.
Can't
Yep.
wait to see that.
Yep. Cloud cover stitch on the inside to cover embroidery on t-shirts. I use a soft cutaway, but if people have sensitive skin, you can use cloud cover. And what it is, like on a, because you'll have the stabilizer and the stitching on the inside.
Right.
And sometimes it can get a little scratchy. So you can iron on, cut out a piece of this stuff, and it's fusible. And then the soft side is up, so you just feel soft.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice stuff. People use it a lot for baby clothes, baby like onesies or something, or whatever they're called. Apparently onesies is a trademarked word. I don't know what they're called otherwise, mind you, but
I have a question for the group.
okay.
What do you guys all think my first project should be?
Great question. What should our first project be? That's a tough one. Maybe they'll have some ideas. What do you think, Dawn?
Now they have to give me some time to get all set up and everything.
Yeah.
So maybe by the middle September, end of September, I should
Something
be
like-
all set up.
You can do, mug rug. Everyone's saying mug rug.
Mug rug?
Woo, one of Sue's mug rugs.
Probably.
One that you don't have. I give most of them to Lynn. She has so many of my mug rugs. She has like the horseshoe up on the wall.
Yep.
Well, you were sharing with Mom, so if there's any that you like that she got,
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and what you can, mug rug. Ready, set, sew from Anita Goodesign. Yeah, she's not going to buy any Anita Goodesign yet. I thought something maybe built into your machine. I think you have
Okay.
like 200 designs built into your machine. But a mug rug, I bet you could do a mug rug by heart sort of thing once you get used to the mechanics of the machine.
Right.
But for your first stitch, we can do it here, or I can come over there.
Okay.
It's a bit nerve-wracking, perhaps.
The Norseman says you need to do a haunted house for your first one.
Actually, Anita Goodesign has a stunning haunted house. Actually, there's one there. Do you see that in the corner? That's Anita Goodesign.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a 3D one. I couldn't sew it together. I needed Karina over to my house to help me sew it together. So I only did half of it, but it's awesome. But they have a quilt, and it's one of those designs that I've been looking at since I started embroidery and haven't done it.
Okay.
And it's like quilt blocks, different blocks that you put together, and it's a house with a big moon in the background.
Nice.
It's stunning. I'm gonna have to stitch that out. What is a mug rug? You don't know what a mug rug is?
I never knew what one was either.
Oh, but you love them, right?
I love them.
Yeah, we use a ton of mug
Yep.
rugs. It's like a coaster, but made out of fabric, and usually has a funny design on it or something. It's cool. Lynn, you could look up Creative Kiwi's websites. They have videos for most of the designs. Well, she doesn't really need a video because she has me.
Yes.
I'll be the video. But Creative Kiwi Designs, that's actually a fantastic place to start because Creative Kiwi Designs are very forgiving. So you can easily cover up the mistakes.
Okay.
So it's really nice, and they're darn cute. She has some Halloween stuff, and
Yeah, Halloween's right around the corner.
yeah. I wanted to ask the group a question. Is it too early to start on Halloween colors and designs?
No.
Because I kind of want to. Oh, what's that? The happy noise.
I went to Walmart on Friday and they already have Halloween stuff out, like costumes and candy and all
Oh,
that.
wow. Dawn, back to the desk. Wow.
Desk is up.
So, wow.
So, guys, I love this.
Yes.
I'm glad I very carefully made that change.
Oops.
Now look, when you go to, what's the matter?
I'm gonna fix it.
We're upside
There
down.
you go.
Upside down.
Not sure why it was, but there you go.
Ooh,
So
there we go.
I'm going to show you the two pieces of the hoop. There's a little indent, and that's what you put your finger under and pull it out. And look, there you go. So when you hoop it, now mind you, it's a snap hoop, and the magnets are relatively strong.
Okay.
You have to be, like, don't put your fingers in the way. But this is how Eileen Roche does it. It's connected, and then you line it up. You can do it by feel, and just... I told you it snaps!
I didn't think it was going to be that. Oh, wow.
The snap hoop.
Oh, oh yeah.
I may have let go of it from higher up, but I don't want to get my fingers caught on it. But, so if you had a thick towel, you just put it in there rather than the other ones you'd have to loosen it up and do and everything.
Okay.
And they're stored a certain way. Now I'm going to take it and move it because I don't want anyone to get hurt. But it comes with this little carrying thing. And this is how you store it. I'll bring it back to the desk. This is how you store it.
Poly something cardboard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah. And that's how you store it to keep it safe. And then you could hang it up
And
if
it
you
still
wanted.
connects.
Yeah, it still connects. You can feel the strength of it if you want,
Wow.
like to separate it. This isn't bad here because it's...
Wow.
Yeah, they will hold your stuff, Lynn.
I'd say.
I just think they're super fast and super easy to do. So, now for the exciting part. Let's look at the two of these together. And pretend they're together. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You know what would look even better? I'm going to have to sash them. Like put a piece of straight fabric in between. Maybe one of these. I'm not sure. We'll play with that after. So beautiful. I love how this one turned out. I love the background swirls.
Yes.
And the colors. It is fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. So next week we're going to do one more. Maybe we'll do the reindeer or something, or maybe another. There's one more Christmas ornament that might make a nice set. So wow, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys click on the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so we can keep doing awesome videos just like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.